it's time for another review. Hello everyone, thanks once again for tuning in to the channel. So today we are going to look at Sideshow's version of Cad Bane. I've been really excited about getting this one because I have the version that Hot Toys did that was based on his appearance in the Boba Fett show. And just like a lot of people, I was also kind of disappointed with mainly the hat. Overall, I would say, it's kind of a good representation of a live action Cad Bane, but still it's like it wasn't to the expectations of what he looked like in the Clone Wars show. So here he is. We got the box. I, I don't know if this was a mistake on somebody's part at Sideshow or what, but this is actually the front of the box. And on the front of the box, you have this little graphic of Cad Bane as he looked in the show. And then on the back of the box, you have this image of the actual figure. Why they chose to do it that way, I don't know. And the thing is, I mean, at the end of the day, no one really cares about this stuff because, it's not about the packaging or whatever, it's the figure itself. But for a person like myself who really looks at marketing and how they, just how marketing is done, because it's a very important part of your product, stuff like this will get noticed. So I don't know. So I think this should have been the front of the box and this should have been the back. But I mean, it is what it is. It's all printed now and it's done. But anyway, that's just the box. Let's go ahead and just get straight to the figure. So let's bring them out right now. Just right off the bat, I would say this guy looks really good. This is actually his pouch that he comes with, so you can see that. And it's a hard plastic on the inside, so that's just a plastic piece on the inside, and then you can see the two magnets there, and that snaps in place. So there's that. Well, let's take a look at Cad Bane up close. It's got plastic all over it. Where? All right. So that looks that's not bad. I mean, the paint job looks really good. That is definitely a good representation of him in the show. I like it's got that little curved up lip a little bit, so it kind of looks like he's talking a little bit. So that's a real good look. The paint application is really nice. So yeah, that's a cool look for him. It's definitely a pleather jacket. I'm definitely going to put this on my list to see if maybe there's someone out there who can actually do a leather representation of the coat. There are people out there that can do stuff like that. You just got to, find the right person and the time to do it. But I'd say it can be done. But either way, on the surface, this definitely looks good all around. The color is good. Nice little skinny fingers, which is, signature for him. The gauntlets look really nice. Paint application is good on that. So yeah, let's take a look at some other stuff. I was kind of curious about these pieces as well, because this is the stuff for his boots, and it was supposed to be magnetic. So let's see. We get this on. What's supposed to be? There we go. That's actually pretty strong. So you can see just how strong the magnet is there. It actually pulls on the boot before it comes off. So that lets you know right there just how strong these magnets are. They're not something that's, cheap or anything like that. So that's really good for that. So we're definitely gonna get some good poses with that. Let's take a look at his pistol. That's some pretty good detail. So yeah, this is cool in comparison to what his pistols look like on the Book of Boba Fett show, which we'll do a comparison of the pistols so you can see the difference between the two. But yeah, that's actually some good application on that. And let's look at this guy. Oh, we already got a piece here. Oh, I see. I see. Thought I had a broken piece here for a moment, but nope, it's just something that's just how they packaged him. So you actually have to put the arm in. That's what it looks like up close. Now the difference is, which I'll show you later on when we do a comparison here. You'll see how the Hot Toys version looks. This one, there is no articulation. Already, I can see that this does not move. These legs don't move at all. So you just basically get one pose with him. You can move the head. So I can already say the Hot Toys version is definitely better, simply because you can actually pose that one. But at least you can move the arms on this guy and you can move the head. But it looks like that is about it. But as far as the application on the head, it's like I like the little pieces here where you can see like little oils and stuff around the eyes. So that's actually a pretty cool design there. So, and the other thing I definitely want to take a look at is the hat. So let's take a look here. Let's see how this looks. Which I was seeing that this was a magnetic piece for this. So this is a plastic hat. It's not any kind of fabric to it, which kind of makes sense. There's actually a little bit, if you can see it there, there's a little bit of felt on the inside. And I mean, that's good so that when you put the hat on, the plastic is not rubbing against the head sculpt. And then you end up getting scratches or the marks from the hat on the head. So that's cool that they actually put some felt there. So, that helps with putting it on the figure. So let's go ahead and put him on. See how he looks. That's the signature look right there. That is nice. And you can see it's a strong magnet, just like the ones for the ankles. This is really good. And you can tilt it, you can tilt it back, and it stays. So yeah, we could definitely get some good poses with that. But yeah, this is the classic look that I know him for. And I think that was a good job for Sideshow to even take on this version of the figure as far as this look, because this is the look that we were really expecting to see. So definitely a good job on Sideshow for deciding to take the other side of it, which is the side that people really wanted to see. Therefore, if you're not happy with the live action version, you now have something that's more of based on his appearance in the cartoon. So you got fabric here, and you have fabric for the pants, and then there's like this pleather for the jacket, which is the same material for like these chap looking things that he has on there, and then plastic boots. There's a little bit, you can kind of see there's a little bit of the ankle pivot, but clearly you can't do much with it because this gives it restriction. So you can move a little bit around forward and back, not much to side. So, there's some limitations when it comes to dynamic poses, but at least you get some kind of motion with that. So that'll help with posing the figure. And then you have, these are some other hands that he gets. So these are the relaxed hands, and you can kind of see, you can see those real skinny figures there. So I'd say it's it's really good. That's a good design, good paint application on all of that. Same thing for the trigger hands. Or actually, no, these are more flared out, so you can get a chance to see how that looks. But that is really nice paint app on that thing. So I can already tell right now the peg So the peg on this figure is smaller than the pegs that for the Hot Toys figures. I can already tell right now they purposely did this small, and I know that they do these things because even though these two companies collaborate together on a number of things, they do not want you to be able to swap other things out. So it makes sense. They probably made these purposely smaller so that you cannot take the hands from the Hot Toys version and put it on this figure and change things around. So I may actually give it a try anyway just to see, but yeah, I can already tell these are significant. The pegs are significantly smaller than that of the regular Hot Toys version. So, and there's you got your trigger hands here. Still really good, still good design. Okay, so here we have the two side by side. I mean, yeah, that's like the elephant in the room. I mean, just a huge size comparison between the two. First, before we get to that, I mentioned I was going to show the comparison from the guns. So again, this is the gun from the Sideshow version, and then this is the gun from the Hot Toys version of his pistols. Again, it's just overall just a different look, which is fine. One is accurate to the show, and I'm sorry, the cartoon, the Clone Wars, and then this one is more accurate to what it looked like in the Book of Boba Fett show. So clearly, you can see the difference in the two. So then we're going to take a look at Toto, which, as you can see, he's standing on his own because he has the articulation in the feet. And I was not able to because you cannot move these legs at all. It's just, you can pretty much move the top part of the torso, but you cannot really do anything else. So, but you can see the comparison between the two. And I mean, just overall, you can see there's a little bit, I don't know what type of paint that they used for those eyes to, give it that glow. It's probably just some, I can't think of the term right now, but yeah, so you have that paint application as opposed to this. So it's, I mean, overall, they're still good looking, still good paint applications on both. But yeah, you can see clearly there's articulation here for the Hot Toys version, but none for there. So if you wanted to, I mean, it's still, they're generally the same size, which is fine because clearly you can see there's two different sizes for that. So you can at least take this one and put it, with the other one if you wanted to, because there's really no difference in the size. So that's a plus. But clearly you can see the size of these two guys. It's like night and day. I do like the coat for this one. This was a nice take on it. Again, this is just more accurate to what he looked like in the Clone Wars show. But yeah, I mean, it's difficult to try and take something like this and put it with the Hot Toys, any Hot Toys figure for that matter, if you wanted to put them with them, because just the size comparison, it just really wouldn't look accurate. So there's like a major difference there in the overall height between the two. So either way, it's still good to have. I wanted to have both versions, so I was totally okay with having both. But yeah, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and let's jump into the photos. Take the time now to thank you for tuning into the channel. I'm really enjoying the fact that you guys are still enjoying the Toytography magazine. You're enjoying the photos. You're having fun submitting photos in the Facebook group that we have, which I'll leave a link for that in the description. So yeah, thank you again for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.